Can we go back to our normal bread and butter before the last few months?
Yeah.
When will they fix distribution? When will they start to actually make distributors accountable? What is wrong with you? Are you faking sick like Lou always fake sick?
I have a list, but not time or place.
You have a list?
List.
How dare you? Whoa! Welcome to Mississippi with you, America's most favorite and full-throated and full-bodied TCG podcast.
Full-throated.
I am, of course, joined by America's favorite podcaster. We all welcome back our fearless leader, Donald.
Cheers.
Cheers with an Arnold Palmer, the man.
That's the classic Donald.
We'll yeah, we'll call it. That's what it is.
Can you imagine having a drink named after you? What a legacy to live.
Yeah, what else did that guy do?
Nothing
You
important.
have a drink named after you. It's
Now,
when you
Donald, I think there's alcohol in that glass. I hope you can last more than 90 minutes before you got to pee. Unlike our next host, the man with the smallest bladder, Josh.
He definitely pooped. It was 45 minutes ago.
It's unreal. Unreal. We've been waiting 50 hours for this guy.
I had a wicked Tuesday.
Fresh off the toilet is Josh.
All that protein he takes.
I had to get Louis' takes out of my system.
Is it all the protein?
Are you doing the carnivore diet?
Yeah.
Are you really?
Are you really?
Yeah, I only broke when George was in town to have pizza with him.
That is
worth
the best diet.
It is. It's great.
Your love of the carnivore diet is the wildest thing about you.
Dude, you eat bacon. I'm going to go back to that. You eat bacon all day, bacon and eggs, as much steak, bacon, and eggs as you want.
Dude, it's pretty great.
The only problem with the carnivore diet is you can't snack. There's like nothing.
Why can't you eat meat as a snack?
And you can't afford it.
I did. I used to make steak and then put it in the fridge, cut up in bits, and then I would just have a bag of steak.
He's not lying. We went somewhere one day and he carried 2 baggies. He's like, I brought you a bag of steak. It's literally cut up steak.
That's the most Always Sunny in Philadelphia thing I've ever heard.
He handed me a Ziploc bag of a cut up steak.
Listen, I've got 2 kids. All we do is use Ziploc bags. We have killed more turtles than any family in the universe.
They make Tupperware.
We use so many Ziploc bags. We can never keep track of the lids. The Tupperware lids, I don't know where they go. They just disappear.
And I am, of course, joined by the man who has more cholesterol than he has hot takes, Louis DeGeorge.
Not anymore. I haven't been dieting. I've been doing whatever the opposite of dieting is.
It's called big cat dieting. Been big catting.
Man, all 4 of us. We're joined by George, who is back like 3 weeks in a row. It's almost like you're part of the podcast again, dude. It really feels.
Almost.
Easily the most full-throated member of this podcast.
Yeah. The most throat. The most.
I do have some bad news. I have some bad news for you guys, though.
Oh no.
I know. I'm crushed by this.
Is
At the time of this recording, there were currently 1.2 million contemporaneous listeners to the Taylor Swift X New Heights podcast.
Yeah. How do we compete?
I'm a little worried we're not going to be number 1 this week. I know it's usually us, New Heights, the Joe Rogan Experience. We're always in that mix. I feel like New Heights has it on lock this week.
I've never watched that podcast, but this would be the first episode that I would watch.
When I went upstairs just now, my wife said, "Don't bother me. I'm watching the New Heights podcast."
Yes.
Does she watch it regularly?
Yes.
Or is this
no, I already watched
she
it.
Doesn't care. No.
It has to be the most viewed episode of any podcast history, right?
Ever. Absolutely.
I can't imagine that it wouldn't be. That's
America's favorite artist is on America's second favorite podcast.
God, when Magic, you know they will. When Magic does a Taylor Swift Secret Lair, this is gonna be the worst episode.
It's gonna be the best. It will also finally be able to sell a lot of units.
Well, what is up, everyone? Welcome back. Kitchen Table TCG, our May the Zoo Be With You podcast. We're going to talk about Magic the Gathering, which means, let's go subscribe to everybody's channel. Go subscribe to Josh's channel over at Hometown TCG.
Homertown.
Just subscribe to Donald. Sorry, I almost called him Zeke. The Zeke's channel over at Scruffy Looking Gaming.
Zeke is a great name.
And if you can find George's channel, let me know. I'd love to watch that. That'd be great.
It'd be great content.
This is a Magic the Gathering podcast, so we're going to talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender and Spider-Man today. Those are the Magic topics, which is just great. It's awesome.
You got to say you're fine with it. You got to say you're fine with it.
I'm fine with it.
There you go.
We're going to talk about Lorcana Fabled.
Goatkana.
The Fabled set that might actually not release.
Wait, what? Donald, is it going to release?
Yeah, it's right on time.
And
it's not sorcery.
I don't know what else we're talking about. We'll see what else floats our boat to talk about today.
Wait, that's weird. Is Lorcana stealing from sorcery?
No,
just not
they actually produce boxes.
That's coming out, probably going to be delayed. Only 30 new cards. Like
only one store gets boxed. Oh, never mind. They're going
to probably delayed. Where are you making that up from?
And I didn't say it was delayed.
I
said it was non-existent because they basically printed no boxes.
Okay.
We'll get there when we get to the Lorcana section. All right, I have to ask this question. Do you guys know anything about Avatar: The Last Airbender?
Yes, I do.
Everything was great until the Fire Nation attacked.
Oh, Donald, of course, is a big Avatar: The Last Airbender fan. We should have saw it coming. I actually think did you watch the podcast last week, Donald?
Yeah. Well,
did you defend us in the comments?
I only watched the Lorcana section only because I had people reach out to me and say that you guys were talking shit. So
hold on,
I wasn't talking shit.
The George thing. Are you doing the George thing where you watch the podcast, but then when you want to talk to us about it, you lie and say someone reached out to me?
Yeah, that's definitely the George thing.
I literally did not watch it until
you watched the podcast.
Who reached out to you?
Get him, Donald.
Also, don't leak DMs. Not a
also,
great look.
Donald, I want you to know I did the very best I could to defend Goatkana last week.
Whoever reached out to you is no friend of yours because I made fun of you pretty hard in the podcast last week. When we got to Avatar, I said I know nobody that likes Avatar. Although I'm sure if we say it, Donald will be like, "I'm a huge fan of Avatar," even though he's never mentioned it before in our 5 years of friendship.
We get on Donald for being too crabby. When Donald likes something and you jump on him, it's a weird move.
Yeah,
I've known him for 5 years. I've never heard him talk about Spider-Man or Avatar.
You like something, Donald? Something brings you joy. Psh, idiot.
Nothing is ever good enough for Louis. Nothing is ever good enough for Louis.
So
shout out to Frankie House for informing me that you guys were talking shit, and I
was not talking shit. I want the record to reflect this.
I actually agree with you, George. You were not, and you had correct takes. I know that that's not very often, but you were.
What makes you this is correct and this is incorrect?
What?
Because he wasn't talking out his ass, and he was
customer support rep. Okay,
Donald, the judge of Lorcana.
Donald, you're doing great. Donald, you're crushing this.
Yeah,
this should be around the horn, and Donald should give up points.
We should have switched this podcast to around the horn. When Donald came on the podcast, he should have been the judge. He would have been perfect.
No, we need to find because you need 4 people for around the horn. You need a 4th judge. You need a 5th judge.
I've got him. I've got him. We could do
that.
Is
more?
Absolutely I just want it to be absolutely not.
It would
That'd
just
be great. What do you think about that? What do you think about more as judge, Donald?
The comment. Listen, the comment section would love more as judge. They love his guess the cards. He is,
of course,
he is by far the most loved guess the card, win a card person.
He was trained by the best.
Him and Malachi.
He was trained by the best.
All right, Donald, tell us about Avatar. What's the? Give us the.
I want to be clear for everybody who's confused by this. This is not Avatar, the blue creature people. This is Avatar, the anime.
Did you know that, Donald?
Yes.
Okay.
Who in this podcast?
Avatar is a thinly veiled critique of Earth's resources. Is my understanding of the first movie. Is that right, Donald?
I don't know anything about Avatar. You're asking the wrong person.
I'm confused. 5 seconds ago, you said you knew everything about Avatar.
I did not say that. I
didn't say that. You definitely said it about him and then just ran with it.
You assumed that about me.
I thought you started saying something about the
Fire Nation. Yeah, I know.
I think that's one of those. That's what they call a meme online. It's an online meme
episode ever. This might be the best start ever. We might be hitting Taylor Swift numbers by the end of this episode if we keep this up, boys.
You got my guy.
I know that Aang is the main character, and he's a airbender. He's the last airbender.
He's the last one.
He's the last airbender.
He's also
and
the
there
avatar.
are
he is the showcase card that got spoiled.
Yeah, he's the main character.
Hold on, ChatGPT's got our backs. Don't worry.
I already ChatGPT'd. I was gonna. I'm coming in with the ChatGPT in a second. I was letting Donald do his thing.
Do you think when Wizards of the Coast pitched in a boardroom somewhere the Universes Beyond crossovers, they would think, oh, people will use magic to describe the other universes. Oh, who's Avatar? Oh, he's the showcase card. The double-sided raised foil? Yeah, that's Avatar. That's Aang, right?
I know nothing about this, but I did do some research before the podcast. By research,
You did not. You just ChatGPT'd it while we were on the air.
Oh,
you did
no
research.
True. That's not true.
None.
I've had this thing popped up for like 45 minutes.
No, having ChatGPT pulled up, we all do constantly.
Apparently, it's really big on the streaming. Like everything, like that's what it's just like a Netflix show. It was like one of the biggest Netflix shows.
I agree with Louis. This is important takes. If you use the bunny ears to find your channels, probably not a big fan of the Airbenders. That's a good take from Louis.
So because of the wonderful ownership for our local sports teams, we had to for a while. Blackhawks and Bulls games, you had to use an antenna.
Is there a worse owner? Is there a worse owner than Reinsdorf?
No, there's not.
None.
There's not.
Zero.
Well,
Zero.
How did we get here? I have
Just
no. Where
like,
are we in this?
I grew up in the era of the Washington football team owned by Dan Snyder, and I was like, well, it could be worse. We could have Reinsdorf as the owner.
I think morally there's some conflicts
no,
there. But
they're both evil men.
Right,
they're both evil men.
This is. I'm gonna mute you guys. If you stop.
They're both evil.
This is terrible.
No, that's fine. George and I just have a real conversation. We're good.
What I meant by
I mean more about how people watch this as on streaming versus cable, Louis.
21.2 million views in the first week. It was like one of the biggest Netflix shows ever.
I want to stress again, it wasn't a Netflix show. It's not like produced by Netflix.
Right.
It was made before Netflix was around.
Correct. Very long before.
I think So in 2024, it debuted #1 globally with a new live action show.
Yeah, which is
not
where the popularity comes from.
Yeah.
That seems pretty popular to me.
So that's 22 million. That's a big number.
I mean, according to this, it was #1 on Netflix.
That's cute.
Okay. You guys tell me why Avatar is big then.
So I think a better direction for this conversation is the fact that none of us know what Avatar is, and yet it's still a very popular Magic the Gathering set. Because we're not, no one on this podcast, unless I miss George, is an avid Avatar fan. Anyone? Avid Avatar fans?
I texted one of my friends who's younger than me. He's 7 years younger than me. I said, hey, is there's a Magic set, it's called Avatar, does this thing matter? He said, yes, Avatar is huge, everybody loves it.
We're too old. We're too old.
Yeah, that's my point.
And given
Chris is a big Avatar fan. Like, we just missed it, I feel.
But given their last statement about who is playing Magic and who is their new audience, who's coming in the door for Magic, this is probably very important.
Well,
they did that whole article about the age group that's coming into Magic. It's much younger.
They're not gonna be able to afford it. Is the problem.
So how much is it?
The allocation. So this is so weird. George, you'll like this because you're kind of not in this ball game anymore. But this set comes out 2 months after Spider-Man. Pre-orders were due the same day as Spider-Man, and we got allocations yesterday for both Spider-Man, and we got what's called it's a new thing, a pre-allocation that is guaranteed numbers, but we might get more.
So shady.
Oh, so you got a floor?
Yeah,
that's so shady.
That's
I love that. I love that.
Well, it's coming from Wizards. It's coming from Wizards.
I know. Can we go back to our normal bread and butter before the last few months? When will they fix distribution? When will they start to actually make distributors accountable and actually make the risk more spread out amongst stores and distribution?
So
why should they have the right to put all of the risk on the stores while distribution is guaranteed rewards?
Because no one's willing to police them.
That's my point. Like, when will Wizards step up and police them?
All right. Well, hold on, because it's not just distro in this regard. So we got our Spider-Man numbers, which we'll talk about Spider-Man in a minute. But
Spider-Pig.
We got our Spider-Man numbers. I got 40% of the play boxes I asked for, which is a 30% reduction compared to Final Fantasy, which is crazy. And then compared from Spider-Man to Avatar, I'm getting another 70%. I'm getting another 30% reduction of boxes, of play boxes.
Down from Spider-Man numbers?
Down from Spider-Man numbers.
You're stepping down twice.
Stepping down twice in supply. And now, mind you, according to my rep, my account has been growing more than basically any of his other accounts. It's crazy.
So that's always been the great mystery to me. How is Wizards of the Coast rewarded in any way if play boxes are rare?
I think that's not the right question. I think they don't think that many is needed.
No, that said, according to the people I'm talking to, the problem is not the questioning the demand.
You talking to Cox? What's going on here?
The problem is not the question of the demand. The problem is that
full-throated conversation.
The problem is that they front loaded so much production of Final Fantasy. So and Chris Cox came out and said this, that they 4x.
I knew his source.
No,
I knew his source the entire time.
My rep today said the problem
is source is Chris Cox. We just said it.
Everybody ordered so much Final Fantasy, they didn't want to miss out.
That means they'll reprint this and set.
Yeah, of course they'll reprint it and play boxes.
I mean, it'll be fine.
But on release, it's going to be, Spider-Man is going to be atrocious.
Well, no, that does matter. Missing out on your release window matters. Reprinting it later is not nearly, A, it's not nearly as effective, and B, it's not nearly as good of a service to the people buying the product.
Something I do not understand about the industry, and I will say that this is something I legitimately am confused by. The number one bottleneck for all these games seems to be printer space, yet every printer I talk to has some opening capacity. Now, I do think there's a difference between TCG printing and printer printing. Those are different things. They need Heidelberg printers. They need these weird, very specialized offset printers for this stuff, for high-end cards. But how come there's no new entrants to that field?
Well, because
printing is
the dead industry.
Where these games are struggling
because it's a dead industry other than TCGs.
That is inaccurate.
How is that inaccurate? What else are you printing?
Signs. I know an idiot this week that bought a $5,000 sign.
$5,000. 3 Final Fantasy collector booster boxes.
Every box you ever bought is printed
for my stupid 5 signs on my new building.
If we're just talking TCG printing specifically, it's tough because you go through a lot of time where things aren't crazy. I mean, this is easier for us to talk about right now while everything's going crazy. What about the 4 years leading up to this?
So here's my take on this. I don't agree with that. I think SKU creep and Kickstarter TCGs have taken up a lot of printer capacity. They're not at the big boys. They're not going to compete with Magic or Pokemon. Sorry, not Pokemon for printer time. But the number of SKUs a TCG has greatly increased across the board.
Sure,
and the number of TCGs has greatly increased.
And my point is that there's not there. I mean, sign printing is so much different. It's a completely different industry than printing paper product. That's a completely different industry. People don't even play playing cards anymore. People don't play Uno anymore. There's just not.
Playing cards is a huge business, though.
What are you what are you talking about?
You think playing cards is a bigger business now than it was 25 years ago when people were playing cards every Friday night with their friends instead of playing video games?
I mean, listen, Vegas is going through. I can't even fathom how many decks, right? You're printing a lot of decks.
God, I'm wanting to know, Louis, I'm really proud of you for finding the one topic we know less about than TCGs.
Vegas.
I'm really proud of you. You found 2 of them. You found Avatar and playing decks.
But
I would say, what else?
Are we certain? We're making a lot of assumptions that those machines and those processes can be repurposed from printing trading cards to printing playing.
They can't. But it's a similar skill. It's a similar enough skill set.
So if you
buy
want to
printers,
if you want to spin up a printer for printing TCGs, you're pretty specific. You can't really do a whole lot else.
It has to be an offset printer. That's the number one thing. It has to be offset printer.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. I would just assume that like whenever I make my cards for Kitchen Table TCG stuff, like when I did your favorite things,
when you made proxies for the tiny
the game
startup
Kickstarter
creator for. Like that company does all sorts of different print things. You can get, postcards, you can get decks of cards, you can get letters and things.
There might be a difference between printing off 20 pictures and people printing thousands of
But George, my point is, as the TCG industry has grown, the printing industry has as a whole declined. You don't have you don't have newspapers and magazines and the volume and all those things. So that industry as a whole hasn't kept up with the.
That's my point. Is like you would think that this capacity would be used for you think this capacity would be used for that.
Okay, sure.
Like I don't get why they can't add more printers. Why aren't there more new entrants to that space?
This takes me back to the risk, right? You have to spin up
some money and do it.
It's got to be a highly specialized business.
So a Heidelberg printer is about $4 to $6 million.
You got that?
I think you'd have to there's got to be I think the biggest issue is that it's highly specialized to operate them.
Yes. That's where you can't repurpose. It's really hard to repurpose, or when the market changes, do anything else with the equipment, time, and processes that you built.
Do you remember when we were talking to somebody and they were talking about the sifting and the sorting?
That is the hard part.
It was the hardest part. It was taking up the most amount of time. And then you add in, not only are there multiple SKUs now with the collector box or whatever, but with the collector box, they have to really make sure that there's not any issues with the way that, what was there was a set that came, it's the recent Pokemon Victini boxes. There's been a bunch of God packs where people have opened a Victini box which has 4 packs, and they've gotten 3 God packs in the 4 packs because they didn't get shuffled around enough.
Yeah.
We opened on 4th of July. We were studying in
USA.
We were studying in Louis' kitchen, and
nobody else.
We were bored.
Yeah.
So we opened a Kickstarter box of Cryptic, and we were halfway through the box when we realized there were no rares, no noble rares. Instead, there were 3 lore cards in every pack in the place where the rares were supposed to be.
Well,
An entire Kickstarter box that had no rares in it.
Well, here's the good news, Donald. Those are worth the exact same amount as if you had done nothing but God packs.
But imagine you paid $500 for that box and it had no rares in it.
Okay, so back to Avatar. I have to say, this is another one of those sets where it feels really Magic the Gathering-esque. It's based around the 4 elements. Like, if I am not an Avatar fan.
How have they not done Captain Planet yet? That's a good point, Louis.
I'm not an Avatar fan, but when I look at this, I don't see something that I don't feel like belongs in Magic, which I think is really good.
God, Captain Planet would be way more than better one.
It's way more than Doctor Who does.
Yeah. Or Spider-Man.
No, Spider-Man's perfect.
It gets hard to do this podcast with you when you just want to hate everything.
I don't want to hate it.
You started this podcast with I guess this is what we talk about for Magic now. You literally started that.
Then he jumps on Donald.
Like you literally started the podcast.
Yeah, it's hard. Do we all agree that Captain Planet would be a better one? Can we all agree on that?
That what?
Captain Planet would be a better box.
I don't know what that is.
Not surprising.
No, I think you're going Secret Lair with Captain Planet.
Wait, what is Captain Planet from?
The TV show. The cartoon. Saturday morning cartoons when
I don't know that one.
He's a hero.
It's probably not the #1 streamed thing like Avatar.
He's gonna
haven't done it.
Down to 0.
I don't know that one.
Get Google ChatGPT it.
There's so many products in Avatar. There's scene boxes, there's jumpstart boxes, there's collector boxes, set boxes, a bundle, starter decks.
SKU creep.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy.
Importantly, there's no commander decks. There's a commander bundle with like commander
which is new.
staples.
Yeah.
It's got commander staples, 9 packs in it. It'll probably have basic lands in there, I would have to guess.
Yeah, it's just like another version of the bundle.
And that one doesn't make sense to me.
What did they say? Why doesn't that make sense to you?
Because is your goal then, if someone buys, you're an Avatar fan and you buy the commander bundle, is Wizards' goal for you to make your first commander deck out of the 9 packs and random stuff you have in there? Because that seems unlikely.
I don't know.
Their goal is to sell as much stuff as they can. They could care less what you do with it.
Sure, great. But outside of that, like, why did they, when they sat down and they organized this product, I doubt the boardroom pitch was, let's sell as much crap as we can. It's like, what was the idea behind this? Like, what's the spirit of the product? What do they envision this to be?
I'm looking at what's included. So it includes a collector booster pack. Includes
the commander bundle does?
Yeah. It's basically a gift bundle. It's got a collector booster pack. It has 3 borderless commander staples: Soul Ring, Signet, Swiftfoot boots.
When do you think they're going to change up from Soul Ring?
2 booster fun cards.
It's going to be a staple.
30 lands and 9 play boosters. So it is just a gift bundle plus
that they pack the commander name onto because they know
because there's no commander product.
Right. So is that
somebody in a boardroom was like, "Hey, how do we get a commander product in there?" And some other jackass was like, "I have an idea."
Whoa, that's your source you're talking about. That's your source you're talking about.
Designed this product. I'm just interested in how like they envision this leading to someone playing commander.
It doesn't.
It doesn't. I don't think they thought as much as you want them to think about it.
Louis hating on his source. That ain't good.
Yeah, I think more thought goes into these things at a smaller level. At the Chris Cox level, there was no thought about this.
No, they were just like, how do we brand this to sell it to commander players?
Slap the name commander on it,
and they rotated the box.
And they gave that mission to a team of people, of designers that work very hard at their jobs. And they're like, yeah, we don't care about this. Just slap some stuff on there and do it. And they were like, great, I'm super happy about this. No, the communication definitely happened differently. Like,
have you opened Magic products recently? I don't.
Yeah, I love that you believe. I love that.
What does that have to do with anything? When you're both this negative, it's. Really
I love that you believe that there's that much thought that went into a product that is the exact same thing as a gift bundle plus 5 cards.
You don't have is there no commander deck in it?
There's not. No. It's just a gift bundle. It's the exact same product, Josh. And there's also no gift bundle on this product on this line.
You get those sweet staples.
It's a gift bundle plus 5 commander cards.
Sure.
That's what you want. That's a great product.
The only thing that I see that's
only thing I want different is I want it to be Captain Planet.
The only thing I see that's exclusive to collector boxes is the battle pose cards, which actually look really sweet. And then the raised foils, I guess.
Well, double raised foil.
What's the difference?
It's 2-sided. Both sides are raised foil.
That's crazy. We'd never seen that before.
Yeah, it's a brand new
It's got to make the sleeve like bigger. You know, like when you sleeve that, it's got to stand out. Maybe
I was thinking that too.
Maybe it's not raised enough, but
yeah, there's a lot of really not great sleeves.
Like Cryptic second set.
Yeah, just make it credit card size.
I mean, isn't it just the headliner card?
No, I thought all of the action pose were double-sized raised foil. Maybe it's just the Aang.
It says this version of Avatar Aang appears only in raised foil and only in English language. This is the Sothra textured foil.
The Soul Stone.
I think it's just this card.
Is it? Okay.
I'm not sure you're really putting this card in a deck, right? Like this is just a commander, right? So it'd be outside
the double side raised foil's got to make it harder to grade then too.
That's fair.
That would be very difficult.
Yeah, get a good grade on that. It's gonna be tough.
Is there an actual video or event of the printed card that you guys have?
I think they have an animation on their website.
Yeah. They always look way better.
Just the animation on the website, I think.
I think that's all it is right now.
This looks like, like I said, this looks like it would be a Magic set, which I like.
The best part about this card is if you pull this card, you have to constantly de-sleeve it and re-sleeve it to flip it. So you're just destroying the headliner most valuable card in the set.
Are we seeing no serialized 2 sets in a row? Is that what this is?
Wouldn't that be
Josh,
3?
Josh, what are you going to collect next?
That's 3 sets in a row, right?
Is Edge,
no, Spider-Man, and Avatar.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So
this stuff's sold out super quick on Amazon. Like before people could reload, it sold out on Amazon.
No, the no serialized is interesting.
I think it's a huge miss. I know we're not talking about Spider-Man yet, but it's a huge miss to not have serialized stones. Like, if you had one of each, like the one of each stone, and they made an Infinity Gauntlet, like one of one as well, and like so you were like legit just Thanos at that point. Like, that is a huge miss to not do that.
You're taking the one of one and dividing it like 6 ways. That's pretty good.
Like, if there was a one of one of each stone, you would have to be that. Like, if you get one of them, you've got to get the others. Like, that's a whole.
Do you
set
sell first or do you sell last?
I don't know. I don't know.
Last.
Unless that person gets disinterested, is like, all right, I get 3 of them, and I want to do this. The problem
is that if you have 6 of those, one of them never gets pulled.
Yeah.
Like the one of one ring, there's a timeline in the ethos where the one of one ring never got pulled. Those boxes are $300,000 a piece.
I think it got pulled
this box right here, maybe.
It got pulled a lot faster than I thought it would.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wasn't it like pre-release weekend?
I thought it was a couple weeks. I think.
I thought it was after official release.
Remember we all said it was going to be in the gift bundle.
I was convinced that it was going to be in a random pack in Walmart, and some 5-year-old was going to open it, and no one was ever going to know.
That would have been great. I don't know. To me, the thing is the printing, like the numbers, it just doesn't make sense. Like they've got to solve that. It's getting to the point where I'm afraid. I was talking to my rep today. I said I'm afraid that Magic's gonna go to where Pokemon is right now, which is like they are like distro is going to jack the price to MSRP to restock on stuff. Like right now we are paying. I think I paid $10,000 for a Pokemon bundle this week. I think the MSRP of the product was like $11,000. Like, it's crazy. The bundle was absolutely insane, and that's going to happen to Magic if they keep going this route. And that's going to be a mess.
Magic, right? It's okay for Pokemon. It's not great. You'd like to see on the shelves, but it doesn't kill Pokemon. That hurts Magic.
Yeah,
like you have to be able to sit down and play.
I feel like we're already to that point of, like, with Secret Layers, we're already to that point of what's like people are just buying them to scalp. We're not like it has just become. It's almost like the Pokemon Costco thing where everyone's just waiting in line to get it to resell it. Like, it's not about getting the cards to play with anymore.
I mean, there's probably some of that, but at least with Secret Lair, it really doesn't affect you. When an entire Magic release is unobtainable, and this is my biggest argument that I hate is when people are like, well, it's $1,000 collector box. Of course it's unobtainable. The collector box has nothing to do with accessibility. It's
right. You can still play. You can still play with the cards. You just don't.
Right. It's all about the play box. But this direction of the play box is really interesting considering what Magic does best.
So I do hope. So one of the things we said about Final Fantasy, remember the Commander decks came out super hot, right? They were super expensive off the gate. They reprinted those super quick. Like now the Final Fantasy Commander
price, $200 for a bundle.
They're like $200 on Amazon. They're like a special deal, and distro just had 1 billion of them. Like, that was so, and if they do that with the play boxes, then we won't have that problem. And that's what I hope ends up happening.
Yeah, but there's an element again of it's got to happen. A certain amount of it's got to happen on release.
Yeah,
these play boxes can't come out. Your game store ideally should not sell out of play boxes on release, right? Like,
I try to sell out of play boxes every release on release weekend, but I always know that I'm going to be able to get more.
I guess
on
that's
a reorder.
True. I guess if you sell out, you have to the caveat that hey, more are coming in next week. Squad, calm down.
What I try to do is use I try to sell out of play boxes pre-release weekend and then use the extra pre-release kits as single packs until I get to restock of play boxes. That's kind of like my own mental goal. Hey, did you get a chance, Josh, to look at the ability, like the keywords, the bending?
No, I didn't.
Okay.
This is one of those sets, man. I'm in the dark this year. This is where I get where people, aren't cool with Universes Beyond, because as someone who loves Magic but doesn't really like Final Fantasy and doesn't like Avatar, I'm 2 sets down. You know what I mean?
The bending is basically like Convoke.
Yeah.
I did see that. You can tap artifacts, creatures, or lands, right?
Yeah, just artifacts and creatures, or you can pay the.
You can pay the cost. It's a separate cost. Gotcha.
There's a cost.
I don't think that's true. I think each airbend is different. Maybe.
Because the
one I'm reading, the one I'm reading right now says, airbend any number of target non-land permanents you control, which is exile them. While each one is exiled, its owner may cast it for 2 rather than its mana cost. That's the white one. That's the airbend.
Or is that Blink coming strong? Go.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
So I was looking at abilities then.
Waterbend is Convoke.
Yes.
Okay. While paying Waterbend, you can tap your artifacts and creatures to help.
And they get that bonus. The Waterbend X is creatures you control have base power and toughness XX. That seems fun. Earthbending is target land you control becomes a 0/0 creature with haste that's still land. Put 2/1/1 counters on it. See, this is the type of stuff that, like, the limited play of this set, it could just be super good that Magic players who don't like Avatar are just like stoked about it because it's just fun. And that's what I want. That's what I want.
Yeah. They've done a really good job with limited play with all these and with Universes Beyond, as well as taking care of the IP. We were critical, like, hey, they can't even take care of their own story. Are they really going to give any care to these outside IPs? They have given a lot of care and nurture and grace to the outside IPs that they've
100%.
used. I
was impressed with the care they gave to Final Fantasy IP.
Yeah.
Because they didn't need to. Like, it still would have sold.
Yeah, they could have printed whatever.
It still would have sold, regardless, but they made sure that they did it right.
They've done a good job of making you a fan of the IPs in the game. Like, I haven't built this deck yet, but I'm excited to build it because of how much fun I had playing the precon. I don't know. Okay, let's try to move over to Spider-Man. I mean, we've talked about it quite a bit, but collector boxes. I'm curious your guys' thoughts here. When we talked about Final Fantasy, the sell-through rate on pre-release was like 50 boxes a day. The current sell-through rate is 17 the last month per day for Spider-Man.
Wow, Final Fantasy's bigger than Spider-Man. Never would have guessed.
But so my thought was that this would be equal because of the hype that Magic is seeing right now and the way that people are just buying out things. No,
absolutely not.
I think the price is that way. I think there's going to eventually be some skepticism at $1,000 collector box on release.
Yeah,
like and Final Fantasy had going for it too. Is the same thing Lord of the Rings had. There was a greater element of purchasing this lottery ticket, this serialized chocobo. Like,
I'm shocked that the Spider-Man boxes have that price without the lottery ticket.
Is the Infinity Stones not the lottery ticket here?
I don't think it's that much of a lottery ticket as what the serialized cards are.
I have to say, how
much are they going for?
As a person who's not a fan of Spider-Man or I didn't even know how to say chocobo. I know the Infinity Stones way more than I knew Final Fantasy. So as an outsider, like, this seems more exciting to me than pulling a
But isn't part of the appeal getting to be like, I have literally one of 15 or one of what, like we don't know how many of those soul stones are going to be,
Yeah.
Part of that beauty too is when you pull in outside collectors, they're familiar with the 1 of 13, 1 of 7, 1 of 1, right? Outside collectors that are not TCG specific are familiar with that lingo. So I think the serial numbered cards pull in a lot more people from that realm.
I would love to know what their reasoning is for why they do serialized and why they don't do serialized.
I don't understand why you don't just throw it in. Like, it seems
so sporadic.
Like, no one's going to complain that there's a serialized card. Like, I don't understand why they don't just throw one in.
Have you watched this podcast before, Louis, Donald, or no? Like, have you watched this podcast before? Like, I'm not gonna name names, Donald. I will not name names, but somebody on this podcast who lives in your state has often complained about it. Not gonna name names. Be rude.
It's almost like they are taking care to not overdo it to keep them exciting and valuable, which was not on my bingo card.
Yeah, they've never done that in the history of Magic.
Yeah, on anything.
It's we had an era where the only reason a set used to sell is because there was a popular reprint in it. Yeah. Now it's new design and new cards are selling sets.
I remember when
new collectability is selling products.
Like full art lands were the selling point for an unset because that was the only time you got a full art land, and now it's in every single standard set that comes out.
Well, we dunked on them for doing full art lands, and the last couple sets of full art lands that they've done are not only stunning, but are holding like $3 to $5 for a special foil one online, which
crazy
was not on my bingo card. I thought we were done with that. I thought we as a community have rejected that.
Play a lot of bingo, Josh.
Yeah,
God, bingo is a lot of fun. Bingo is a lot of fun. Am I alone in that?
No, I don't know.
100%.
Bingo's not very fun.
Bingo sucks.
Bingo's amazing.
I like bingo. So like when you like Rudy used to have the Ultimate Masters bingo.
What?
He used to have a bingo card while he was opening Ultimate Masters, and it would be like when you open the pack. I stole that idea and did it for Lost Caverns for a while. Like I like bingo cards that make things more fun to watch. Like if you did like a sports bingo type thing.
Like Josh's bingo card on this podcast.
Yeah. But like playing bingo with a bunch of 80-year-olds in a bingo house, not
that's fun. George calls that home. He's into it. He's ready to go.
I used to have to call bingo at the county fair.
Did you really?
Yeah, those ladies get brutal. Like if you don't speak clearly, if you go too fast, if you go too slow, like they will let you know that you are not doing it correctly.
I think that's a dangerous job.
It was.
God, Donald, you must have loved that.
I did enjoy it.
Yeah. That seems
what about that brought you so much joy, Donald?
Right.
The power over the elderly.
No, it's the gratitude I'm sure they had, the importance that he felt with
they told me that I did a great job. They came to play when it was my turn to call because they said I did a great job.
Donald, I totally believe that. I think you would do great at that. I think you do great at pretty much anything.
The bingo is amazing.
That's a cool job to have under the belt, just in the life experience.
Yeah, I wouldn't be good at that.
You would not be good at that.
I would get
You're like the opposite of Donald.
I would get so bored.
Well, you're not inherently nice to people like Donald is.
Correct. You're not inherently nice to those around you, ironically.
Oh man. I'm trying to find TCG players so jacked up.
Amen.
How is it when you click Marvel Spider-Man and then sealed product, none of the actual sealed product pops up?
You can't get to it.
You
want to know why? Because they blocked out data scraping and people's websites in their entire 2 years of their projects, and so they deserve to suck.
Like, why doesn't that work? Why doesn't it pop up? You can use our TCG player affiliate link in the link in my description of my video.
I would say go buy an eBay, but what's the point? They own it all.
Yeah, that's crazy. And when you search it, like it's so bad. All right, Spider-Man. I'm just curious what the play box is. Dude, $200 on TCG player. That's crazy.
They were 180 on Amazon, I think.
MSRP is 220. Is that true? How many packs? It's so hard to know now. It's $6 a pack, I think. MSRP, or $7 a pack, maybe.
So it'd be
it's $7 a pack. I think it's 210. Yeah, it's crazy. I still hold on to the thought that they're wanting to do a direct to consumer thing, like Secret Lair.
I've never been closer to believing your conspiracy theory on this than when they didn't print commander decks in these sets, because oops, surprise, come Christmas, the Spider-Man commander decks on Wizards of the Coast SecretLair.com.
if I'm right about that, that would feel really good. I won't be, but I'll let you know for sure if I'm right about it.
There's a shocker.
Anyway, I think that's all the Spider-Man news. What's next, fellas? What do you want to talk about?
All I want to talk about is Riftbound.
I'm gonna open a Riftbound Gen Con pack.
Nice.
Probably tomorrow.
I'm gonna open Chinese booster boxes.
Is that a thing?
Nice.
For Riftbound?
Riftbound releases in China before it releases in America.
Does it really?
The first couple steps. They're working.
Yes.
The designers are working to sync the releases. They do think it's important, but for right now, it's a China first.
Why?
So are you familiar with the underlying IP?
You would be very pro that. I know how much you love games that are printed in China.
Are you familiar with the underlying IP?
Yeah.
It is not as big here as it might be in other places by a pretty significant.
Why are you speaking in code? It's a Chinese company called Tencent, and they own both League of Legends and a printer in China.
Oh, because if Chinese companies ever decide to raid my YouTube channel and give me view bots, I'll take it. I don't want to, anger our Chinese overlords here.
Why would they be angry that you're saying that
on my channel?
Speaking facts.
Oh, that's right. On this channel, you're right. This is terrible. What?
Like,
what's your actual take on Riftbound releasing in China first? I'm curious.
I don't like any TCG that does that. Like I like the connectivity of a single release day. I don't like the discontinuity for it releases here at this time and here at this time and here at this time. I feel
is the text of the cards in Chinese?
Yes.
No, it's in English, Louis. It's in English.
Well, like most of these games aren't doing different.
No, it's going to be confusing because the boxes that are sold in China are in English. The boxes in America are in Portuguese.
I feel like that was that terrible of a question.
That was a terrible question.
Lorcana didn't have Japanese boxes for 2 years.
It also didn't release in Japan first.
Okay.
If they released in Japan first, you would think they'd have Japanese.
It seems crazy to me that. Anyway.
It seems crazy that Chinese boxes would be printed in Chinese.
It seems crazy to me that a new TCG would release boxes printed in different languages on their first product. That seems crazy to me.
Well, you understand that
they're a real company that's serious.
Yeah, it's not a different language.
To them, it's their primary language, and we are their different language.
Yeah.
I guess I should have just said
we are the world. We are the something.
It's weird in 2025 to not just have a global release date. Like that's weird.
Yeah, 100%. What other is it? Just Chinese and English boxes, or are they doing other languages as well?
I think it's just Chinese and English, but don't quote.
This is because I didn't realize League of Legends was owned by. I didn't. Okay, interesting.
Massive, and I guess
you know that, George. That's just like common knowledge.
Yes, I knew.
Yeah.
Well, you have some connection there.
But yes,
I have connections to the world. We are the world. We are the children.
It's meaningful here because a big their chase and collectability is called these overnumbered cards, and they're doing the thing where they're alternate treatments and they're not showcasing them. You have to pull them, and once they're pulled, they'll put them on the website, right? So that they're not spoiled ahead of time. So think special illustration.
How will they know that they're pulled?
I'm assuming that you'll follow social media and stuff and just see that they're out there.
Is this your first time doing a TCG, Louis? Like, what is happening right now?
Like, they're going to watch all the content and be like, oh, that one was pulled. Let me show this card.
I don't think it's that hard to track. If they're rare and hard to find, you'd see a post about them somewhere. But
I'm not convinced that everybody who pulls a rare shiny card posts the card.
I'm sure there's a drop dead date where they will all go live if they are not up there yet.
Good.
I'm sure that there's something out there.
You Louis, are you feeling okay?
Aside from this weird tangent you've decided to take us down, I think it's meaningful that it releases on separate days because we're going to get all the art and treatments and know what those cards are before it ever hits U.S. soil.
Okay. Which is in November, right? When is the Chinese release?
The Chinese release the early release happened August 1st, and we're getting it in October, I believe.
So we can see these cards already?
Yep.
Riftbound.
You can watch my whole video on it.
This is amazing content. Louis learns the very basics of TCGs live on
This is not the basics of TCGs.
How will they handle spoilers if they're not all spoiled beforehand?
This is the first time this has ever happened.
It's what I wish Pokemon would do with special illustration rares. Right? Don't show it to us. Let us open the product and find them.
All right.
My daughter pulled this out of the
cards in China be printed in Chinese.
I don't know.
No, it's Portuguese, Louis.
Printed
it's Italian.
In China is not the big deal, but released in China, not printed in not in
it's
China.
Italian. They only have the Chinese cards in Italian and Portuguese.
God, Italian dual lands. I don't know. I'll say it. I just like English cards.
Can I say I don't like the aesthetic of the.
Can I just say more cards should be printed in Latin? I want some dead language cards up in this piece.
Do I have a set for you? Are you familiar with Doctor Who?
Wait, they have cards printed in Latin?
Yes. The chase cards.
Well, or was it Doctor Who or was that Assassin? I think it might have been
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah.
That's awesome. They should do a dead language set.
We did a whole topic about this.
I don't listen to the podcast.
When is a game gonna just get rid of the borders? Why do these games still have borders on the cards?
Yeah, well, you can do borderless.
Because it's an easy way to create a specialized version of a card. It's an easy go-to.
It's also much easier to print.
Cryptic didn't do borders.
Yeah,
and look how that turned out.
Cryptic was the goat, dude. It was the best TCG.
Cryptic was the goat up until the game sucked. They couldn't do the boxes, and he scammed everybody.
They did literally everything perfect for so long, and
they had 2 sets for so long.
For 20 minutes, they did everything perfect.
So long.
For one set, they did it.
I don't know if the learn to play at the strip club was the move, but
half their sets killed the game.
Riftbound is the wild card of the year, in my opinion.
Listen, it's gonna hit hot and fast. Does it stay?
We're still waiting on allocations for the English release.
I think the head of the Riftbound team from the Riot Games side did an interview and talked about how they really want to make it a player's game, get it in everyone's hand, print a lot of it, yada yada yada. But we've all seen printer problems.
We've all heard that from TCG companies.
Yeah, we'll see.
Some of the cards look really good. Some of them look kind of bad though.
The special cards look cool, and the regular cards, I like Magic. When I look at a new card game, I'm just like, damn.
It's the font. The font just looks like it's not meant to be. I don't know.
The legends, the champions refer to themselves as I. So it's like,
is it because it's in Chinese? You're like, God, nobody can even read this crazy card.
Is this that Phyrexian card? Is this the Phyrexian variant?
No, all these cards are in English. It looks like the whole set is out in English.
So the one thing I don't like, if you notice, the cards refer to themselves. They say like, when I attack, when I defend, when I do this. I was like, oh, that nomenclature that's weird for me. I don't love that. That just hit me weird.
When you play me, discard 2.
Yeah. When you
play me, sucker. Don't play me.
Oh, is this what that new thing means? Does that mean it's been recently spoiled? Is that what I'm looking at on the card list?
Nobody can see what you're looking at.
Does someone want to explain to him? That's a terrible question.
Nobody can see what you're looking at.
Also,
and Chinese cards are printed in Chinese.
What is the autograph cards? Who autographed them? Is it the voice?
It's the artist on the card, but I believe it's a stamp. It's not an autograph. It's a stamp. Important after going to the national and becoming an autograph expert. Sticker auto.
Listen, those do really good for One Piece, like the One Piece manga autographed cards.
I think they missed an opportunity here. I talked about it on the channel. I think they missed a weird opportunity to be like, take some of their esports people and do like signatures there, do jersey patch cards for this game.
Yes, we need more stuff like sports.
League of Legends is probably the #1 esport.
Yeah.
Oh,
what?
Yeah.
StarCraft?
Like, could you
20 years ago? Yeah, but
what? Dude, they had like a 20th anniversary for StarCraft 2. I was just like, oh, I'm dead. Like this is I'm in my twilight years.
I've actually watched, the only esport I've ever watched is League of Legends.
Yeah,
it's by far. I think it's
Legends
by far
used to be the GOAT. It was cool.
I have I play League of Legends, but I just am not excited about this.
Really? Why?
I don't know. It just doesn't. I mean,
you got to play it. We got to get some decks and play it.
I've already promised Cole that I will definitely sit down and play a starter deck, but I do not plan to purchase any cards.
I don't know as a store how you host this many different games and this many events.
7 days in the week, baby.
And I think a lot of that, like I think my indie TCG fire has ran out. I've been burned so many times.
But what 2 years ago?
Let's all agree that this is an indie TCG.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Oh wait, Louis, this is not past your test.
This is not an indie game.
Donald says
100% an indie TCG.
There's 2 non-indies.
This is going to break Louis' brain. Poor Louis.
According to your guys' definition, every game is an indie game.
Not true. There's 2 that aren't.
Why? Why is Pokemon not an indie game? It's independently owned.
Yu-Gi-Oh is not.
It's not, though. It's owned by a conglomerate that includes Nintendo.
Okay.
It's not like some dude owns it. It's owned by an enormous conglomerate that includes like some of the biggest players in entertainment.
But League of Legends is a massive
and
thing.
League of Legends does not own this game, I don't believe. Tencent owns this game, I believe.
Josh, please correct him because I'm gonna and I might be wrong.
Tencent owns League of Legends.
Bingo. Tencent
owns
Tencent
is the owner. This is my
point.
So
Nintendo owns Pokemon.
Right. And my point is that this game, like Pokemon, is not an indie TCG. That is my point.
No boxes yet. It has produced nothing yet.
It's a new TCG. I agree with that. It is still not an indie TCG.
I think you have to be around for more than 15 minutes before you're considered not an indie.
Indie TCGs are like Cryptic. It's some guy in...
What is with you and Cryptic this week? It's dead. It's been dead. It's over. It's over.
Cryptic, Sorcery, MetaZoo.
All dead. Not dead. Not MetaGo. MetaGo alive and well.
Those are indie games.
Twinkle Tide out now. Get your pre-orders in.
They don't have the backing of a huge company. That's my point. This game has the backing.
They just have a backing of a very independently wealthy backer? Where money doesn't matter?
Different than
according to AI, no.
Yes.
It's not an indie TCG. It's the physical trading card game.
I concede. ChatGPT wins.
Created and developed by Riot Games.
Nope. I give in.
Created by Riot Games. A little loose. Loose their AI.
A little loose.
But like Donald, 2 years ago, we had all these indie games that we were trying to do in the store, and it was like nobody was asking for the games. It was like us trying to get people to play a game. Now it's like, oh, Louis, will you guys do a Gundam event? Will you guys do a One Piece event? Will you guys do a Lorcana event? Will you guys do a Riftbound event? Will you guys do 15 Magic events? Will you guys play Pokemon?
God, Louis in a snap this week. This is great. This is great content. Louis has a breakdown. That's the title this week.
It's like you also then have to have judges for all this stuff. Like poor Cole has to learn 30 different games. Like it's crazy. It's not sustainable. This is not sustainable for the industry.
Well, yeah, Magic's going to be around, Pokemon's going to be around, and the rest of the stuff's going to cycle through.
Incorrect.
Yeah.
MetaGoat and Gokana.
Speaking of Gokana,
around forever.
Fabled. What do you guys want to talk about?
Love everything about it. They're crushing it.
It's fabled to have a new card.
Oh, because if you guys don't have a topic, I have a topic.
I have a great topic. Donald, what new card are you most excited about, and why is it Rapunzel?
I don't think there is a Rapunzel.
I think there is, Donald. I think it was released today.
Oh, was it? I missed it then. If it was today.
Oh, now who's a Gokana expert?
When Donald looks at this and it's a reprint from another set,
I also might not be Rapunzel. I should have flagged that for you, Donald.
I was going to say I don't think it is, but I did see Rapunzel from first chapter is not getting reprinted today.
Oh, maybe that's why. Maybe might have done the switcheroo in my head.
Maybe
might have done the reverso.
The Lorcana research segment of this podcast is dope.
Apparently, there was a huge restock of Lorcana products at distribution. The Discord server flagged it as a massive dump. Is what was flagged.
Oh, look at these people fudding it up, Donald. They can never appreciate a great game providing boxes in a timely manner to their players.
So your number one stupid take last week was that.
Yup. Get him, Donald. Get him, Donald.
Wait, I want to know how many numbers
maybe
are total.
Lorcana isn't indie TCG because I think Donald has to produce it.
I want to know the number. You're at number one, but how many numbers are we doing?
There's a lot.
150.
There was a lot, but the number one was you and Josh only measure TCGs by how much you can scalp it for.
Yup.
That's the success of a TCG.
Yup. Talk that talk, King.
Who is you and Josh?
Louis,
Louis
White on the podcast.
Louis and Josh only measure a
TCG White on the podcast
success by how much you can scalp it. So what George was trying to tell you guys last week is that because it's a player's game and that the game they're making it accessible for players to get the cards and stuff, you guys feel like it's a dead TCG.
George holding up his first chapter box while Donald criticizes me for scalping is the most
that's a great box. I don't care if it goes to 0 or 1 billion because the cards in it are priceless. Yeah, and so are the friends we make playing America's favorite game.
Worthless and priceless are two very different things.
Yeah, they're both. It's going to be priceless.
Calling me a scalper for Lorcana is wild.
That's hilarious.
It's also true. Talk that talk, King.
I didn't say you were a Lorcana scalper. I said you only care about a game
if you can
scalp it. Which is why you don't care about Lorcana.
I care about a game.
Yeah, that's why I love sorcery so much all of a sudden.
If I can sell it because I own a game store, of which I'm pretty sure adds to your annual income.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here comes Louis.
Please don't fire me. I need this job.
No, don't worry, Donald.
Somebody's got to pay you to ship the cards, Donald.
You want to know how many Lorcana orders we shipped out today? 60.
60
Lorcana orders.
Because I bought a massive Lorcana collection last week. I didn't buy it. Because more bought a massive Lorcana.
Keep going, Donald.
Keep going. All right. So number one, Josh is a scalper. Number two.
There was 2 people there, but I do have to redact that, I guess, if it's going to cost me my job. So Josh, I'm sorry. You're a dirty scalper. But
when was the last time I sold anything?
Oh, you guys are sensitive today. Keep going, Donald.
Oh, I'm just curious.
Keep going, Donald.
Josh, that 151 booster bundle case down there is worth $1,300 now.
Well, you can't have it.
Isn't that crazy?
You're just going to scalp it to somebody.
No.
I would also like to point out that Louis stated that everyone was upset about rotation. No one is upset about rotation that plays in.
You're the one who told me that.
There you go. There you go, Donald.
About rotation.
Everything that I said came. I don't talk about Lorcana to anybody. So if I said something about Lorcana, it's because you said it in a conversation with me.
Louis lying about Goatkana. What else is new?
Crazy. I've been out golfing. I haven't been at our Lorcana events. So
what is happening
my
right
phrases come from you.
This is great.
I have never told you that people were upset about. The internet is upset about rotation because it's full of people who don't know anything about
scalpers.
Anything. But people who actually play the game,
like me and Donald,
are fine with rotation.
Next time you tell me something, I will ask you who you're talking about, so I have a better understanding of that. I apologize.
Apology not accepted. Continue, Donald.
Josh, this is where you say that your West Virginia people don't matter, that the internet is right.
I think the internet's a larger subset of humanity.
I don't, not in this case. Continue, Donald.
It's any consolation.
That was 2 things. We needed numbers for 2 things, or you got more?
I'd have to refer back to my notes, but
that was it. You hyped that up. You hyped that up to be much more.
Fabled is going to do great. It's going to be an amazing set. People are pumped.
I do love how Louis said that the game is dead and nobody wants it, and then in the very next sentence said, "My people that buy Lorcana from me and the Gold Wizards have asked for a ton of this set."
Yeah, that's Louis.
That's Louis for you. Little contradicting statement.
Yeah, a little bit.
Telling you right now, this set is 100,000% chase card or bust. This is going to be a set.
Lorcana.
Isn't that
that's not every Lorcana set? That's not
no,
a lot of the Lorcana. A lot of the Lorcana legendaries have value, and like the foil playables have value. This is going to, assuming that now we didn't talk about the print run. I was just told by my rep that the Lorcana numbers are really bad. So I think that the allocations on this are going to be atrocious. I think they really short printed this, which will make it good for the secondary market for things. But the chase cards are going to be where 90% of the value is in these boxes.
That's true for most things.
Yep.
That's not true.
That is true.
You're telling me that in a Magic play booster that the value in that is in the rares and the
mythics and the playable cards, not the alternate art foils. Yeah. You can open a Magic play box.
Now do Pokemon.
And get 5 $4 uncommons that add to the value. You're not going to have 5 $4 uncommons in Fabled in a reprint set that has it. That's my point. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just telling you that's how it's going to be.
I think the set will sell really well.
I think it'll sell really well.
I think that you underestimate how many people got into Lorcana after the first few sets, and
of course he does,
and don't have access to those cards.
He's too busy Googling how much you can raise prices.
Meeting Flavor Flav very seriously. You're doing the stand in the clock in the background to just say, yeah, boy, really well right now.
Yeah.
I hope it does good.
Doesn't sound like you do.
I think it's going to do less good than a typical Lorcana set.
I think it'll do better.
Okay. We'll see.
Up only.
Okay. Do we have a secret sauce?
Yes. AOL has announced that they are killing dial-up service.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, who is still using dial-up? Like, are there...
I assumed it was Louis. I thought it was West Virginia.
I assumed dial-up had been gone for 20 years. I didn't realize that there was people still using it. Or did they just
think this is sad. Am I wrong? This is heartbreaking.
This is heartbreaking?
In 2008, a Pew Research Center said 10% of adults still use dial-up internet. That was 2008. That was a long time ago. That was 20 years ago.
God,
it's close. 17.
God, I'll be honest. There's a lot of things that make me feel old lately. This is not great for me.
When I
Were
saw
you
that
guys alive during dial-up?
Yeah, I used to play RuneScape on dial-up internet, and my mom would scream at me from down the hall.
StarCraft.
Get off the internet!
I remember.
I'd get off, and then like 20 minutes later, get back.
I remember having to get the CDs from the magazines that had the minutes on it.
Yes, the 60 minutes from AOL.
Yeah, you would have to it was like buying a time card to get AOL.
Oh,
I missed that.
I used to use my lunch money to go buy.
And then
buy RuneScape membership cards at Walgreens.
When mom would pound on the floor and say, "Get off the internet! I need to make a phone call."
Yeah, amazing.
It's heartbreaking that it's over. I think.
Why? Why does that surprise you?
Yeah, that's not.
I just feel like that's like a piece of Americana has died.
Was phone internet only an American thing?
In my head,
I'm pretty sure that had to. It was the worldwide internet, so I'm pretty sure it was all around. I don't know that for sure.
Piece of our, I think it's a piece of like our history has gone.
God, you know, like if you could go back in time and just show off an iPhone to yourself, like to yourself from 30 years ago, crazy.
God, are we no more dialogue?
Yeah, I don't know why you're so surprised by this. This is a terrible.
Should we end the podcast with a moment of silence, and then you can just put the?
That would be a good ending. That would be a good one.
All right. Well, I'll have to do it right now while I'm gonna Google it. I'll play it through my speaker.
Did you guys also see the new Happy Meal at McDonald's? The McDonaldland meal? $15 for a McDonald's land meal. What's going on here?
The scam. You can buy the same meal for, well, not for much less.
Are you guys ready for a moment of silence and to end the podcast? Because I've got.
Wait, no, not yet. Josh, did you get the McDonald's land meal?
No, I just got a Diet Coke.
Oh, I probably have one of those in my car. I got 2 Diet Cokes from McDonald's today.
Yeah, I just got the $1 Diet Coke.
I want to try the milkshake. It's like a cotton candy milkshake.
There was very big signage for the milkshake, and it looked pretty gross.
Okay.
It looks really gross, but I kind of want it.
We're going to do a moment of silence here.
I have to do an arcade install tomorrow, so I think I'm going to probably just suck it up. I'm going to run on this
go subscribe to Josh's channel.
You got to get the Happy Meal and get Pokemon cards and fight people over it.
I don't want those cards.
There's
only like
Scruffy looking gaming. And here we go. We're going to do a moment of silence for the dial-up internet, and it's actually a 28-second moment of silence because that's the length.
Right. Yes.
The thing.
Yes.
And also, you guys won't be able to hear it. It's just going to be able to be me. And so, so that's going to be 28 seconds. You guys
put your headphones on your mic.
Which start, but then it's going to. I'll mute myself then. Here you go. Moment of silence. Thank you for everybody. Thank you for watching and listening. Remember to be kind to people around you, and may the zoo be with you. Moment of silence starts.
Can't hear it. This is so crazy. Is it going?
Respect the moment of silence.
Go buy the new Taylor Swift album. It's on our website right now. I can't hear it. This is the best ending ever.